Oh, welcome to the Bluegrass Iracing series. The Xfinity series, that is. We are back live here at Mid-Ohio, and qualifying is underway, and we are right now watching the 84 David Farmer as we are at the first road course of the season for us, and there's our track map. You can see the entire course. 13 corners. David Farmer now hits the start-finish line. We'll watch here David Farmer go around. This is turn one. There's a curb right there that usually you'll see a lot of drivers when they hit it. It kind of makes the car very unstable. And we're going to head into a hairpin turn two, which is a full 180-degree corner, and then you're going to see the longest straightaway here on the track. And technically this is turn three right here, but it's more of just a dog leg where you can still hold the throttle wide open. And then you're going to see them reach very high speeds into the hardest braking zone into turn four. Turn four, and you see David Farmer go off. Very tricky when carrying a lot of speed. Go and go here with Mike Kostek, who's a little bit further up in the course, where he's in the slowest part of the course, through all the corners, through the elevation, up and down. And you're going to see him there come off of turn 9. This technically right here is turn 10, this corner right here. Down into corner 11, which is this hard left-hand corner. And then 12 and 13, it's a hard right-hand corner, very slow, with a hard left back onto the front straightaway. And this is Mike Kostek here. You see Alex Penn clock in a 127.14. Kostek about 4/10 off, but right now Alex Penn puts his car in first place, and you see him driving into the hairpin corner turn 2. Thanks for joining us tonight. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button if you are on Facebook or if you are on YouTube. Appreciate having everyone out here. See Alex Penn looking pretty quick so far through the slowest part of the track here. Bourgeois, 3rd place. Lucas Lyons, 4th. Jonah Colbert up in 5th. This slower section going downhill where it's very light to pick up the throttle. See down to turn 11 here. He slides into turn 11. Going in here now to turn 12. One of the probably the best passing zone going into this corner, but if you get side by side on exit, never a good thing. But you can see Alex Penn looking very smooth. Not even using any apron. He ran a 127.14 his first lap, and that will stay, not faster. Jimmy Allen's actually going to move up into 3rd. Let's go on board here, Jimmy Allen. Let's see what the driver sees here. You see 50 miles an hour, super slow. The throttle's really touchy. Came down to 59 miles per hour. Get back on the throttle here. And right here, it looks like you can almost full throttle it, but you can't. You're almost half throttle through this section. Downhill, very touchy on the throttle. Now you're going to get full throttle. This is where you're going to pick up a lot of speed. The second fastest part of the track. See Marty has to let off. Get this left-hand corner. No grip through this corner. Jim Ott moves up to 4th. See, very slow as you go around this full corner down to the start-finish line. And you can see Jimmy Allen very loose there. Allen's going to stay in 3rd. We said Jim Ott up to 4th. Adam Lancaster moves up to 7th. Adam Lancaster, that 17 machine right now in that 7th position. Matt Grenier's out on track. Right now showing the P14 position. Ben Speed out on track as well. Ben Speed coming to the end of his lap here. David Farmer moves up into that third place. Speed must have went off track. That kid did not post a lap. David Farmer moves up. See Adam Lancaster out here. Looks like he's maybe just practicing some extra laps. See him practicing his pit entry. Jason Harrison's out on track. A great qualifying effort last week at his home track in Michigan. Jason Harrison going down the long straightaway. 2 minutes left to qualify. Alex Penn just a little bit less than a half a second quicker than Mike Kostick. David Farmer about a second back. Jason Harrison and Ben Speed, the only two on the track right now. Jason Harrison here now going into turn 12 and 13. Harrison coming down the front stretch this time right now in 16th, looking to increase that position. And he will, up to 15th. A minute left. Jason Harrison was the only car out on track. Like the rest of our drivers have decided to go ahead and pull it in for the rest of qualifying. Unless anybody gets out, we'll go ahead and show you our race info for today. 6th race of the year so far, and you can see pretty warm, 93-degree track temp. So it's definitely going to be a little bit slick out here. Not the slickest it's ever been, but still very slick for a road course. Probably see a lot of slipping and sliding through the slower sections, and again on that long straightaway, you can see when they do that 180-degree turn, that corner or the straightaway is very long, and getting into that braking zone puts a lot of pressure on those brakes. Drivers tend to slide past the corner just like David Farmer did. We'll go back here, 30 seconds left, and it looks like Alex Penn is going to be the pole sitter. As Travis Twitty, Michael Cole, Brian Terry, Peyton Hubbard, Scott Fritz, and GT Hawkins all have decided not to qualify tonight. 24 drivers here at Mid-Ohio tonight. For sure in for a treat. And it looks like qualifying is now over. So we are going to go ahead and get to our grid. And we'll do our grid walk once they decide to line up. And you can see Alex Penn, they're already on the backstretch. So we'll go ahead and get it done pretty quickly. But starting first tonight, it's going to be Alex Penn. Mike Kostick's going to be starting in that second position. David Farmer, third. Jimmy Allen, fourth. Jim Ott starting fifth tonight. Crystal Bourgeois is going to be starting sixth. Justin Ray, seventh. Daniel Cunningham, eighth. Adam Lancaster, ninth. And rounding out our top 10 and qualifying is Lucas Lyons. Colbert's going to be starting in that 11th position tonight, and 12th is going to be Tony Iverson in that 24 machine. Going a little bit down the grid, in that 13th position is going to be Sean Kastritza. Tyler Johnson, 14th. Jason Harrison, 15th. Matt Grenier, 16th. Nick Asia is going to be 17th. Ben Speed, 18th. 19th is going to be GT Hawkins. And Scott Fritz is going to be 20th tonight. Travis Twitty, 21st. Brian Terry, 22nd. Michael Cole, 23rd, and rounding out our field tonight, last night's winner of Bristol Dirt in the Truck Series, Peyton Hubbard. See the cars lining up on track. Gonna be a great race tonight. A lot of very good road course drivers in this series, and a lot of them here in this Xfinity series as well. They're all really, really good at road course racing, so we'll see a good battle. But Alex Penn, I know for sure, loves his road courses. Starting on the pole tonight, so we'll see what other drivers have to say about that. But for tonight, here in the Bluegrass Iracing Xfinity Series, our stage break tonight here at Mid-Ohio is going to be on lap 16. There are going to be 40 total laps. Again, this is a 2.25 mile track, so 40 laps tonight. Stage break is going to be on lap 16. You should see these drivers get close to making it, but this pace car is going to go off awfully quick. I wouldn't say awful, but it's going to go off pretty quick here. As you can already see, they are in the last corner. But it's going to be Alex Penn that's going to be leading us to the green.
Green, green, green.
The green flag is out. You can see all the drivers coming around. It's very hard to stay up to speed here, but Alex Penn's going to lead us down, but Mike Kostek is also going to be there still. And Mike Kostek is going to relinquish that side-by-side position, and it's going to be Alex Penn. Battle's on for third. Right behind him, though, Jimmy Allen, David Farmer, they sorted out. Daniel Cunningham and Jim Ott, last week's winners, side-by-side, going into the hairpin corner. Turn 2. See Daniel Cunningham able to get around. Lucas Lyons now looking underneath Jim Ott. Justin Ray lurking right behind them. You can see Jim Ott get very loose. 3 wide. Oh, Jim Ott goes around, and they save it. Jim Ott actually goes around here. We'll go back and take a look at that really quickly because it looked like right there he goes right back in front of Jonah Colbert. Jim Ott, last week's winner, already with some trouble. That 4 machine gonna have a rough start to this race. Lucas Lyons was also involved in that. You can see Justin Ray with a little bit of right rear damage. Looked like Jim Ott got sideways and then they all just collided. And Travis Twitty goes around Jim Ott. Michael Cole and Brian Terry battling for the 20th position. But right now, Alex Penn out front. Chris LeBourgeois, David Farmer battle for 4th. There's Sean Kostritza, and that's the 6 of Tyler Johnson. Side by side going into the final corner. It's pretty tight through there. Looks like they'll get their differences settled, but now Tyler Johnson and Jonah Colbert. You see Jonah Colbert nose damage after getting into the back of Jim Ott. Separating now. Alex Penn with a 2.5 lead. Right now, Jason Harrison get passed there by Scott Fritz. Right behind them, that's GT Hawkins, one of our Cup Series regular drivers. Same with Scott Fritz. The GT Hawkins now working on Scott Fritz right ahead of Jason Harrison. GT Hawkins going to make that move work. Yeah, Alex Penn right now with a pretty comfortable lead over Mike Kostek. Chris LeBourgeois, David Farmer. Adam Lancaster, Justin Ray, and Lucas Lyons. But the last time the Bluegrass Iracing Xfinity Series went to Mid-Ohio was week 8 or 9 of Season 2. So they've not been, this is their first time here since Season 2. We're very glad to be back here. Chris LeBourgeois goes around. I believe also the 6 of Tyler Johnson might have also went around as well. And yeah, you can see right there, that's going down that downhill section. Car really gets loose right here, and you can see that 6 car go right around. Tyler Johnson back now in 19th. And you'd rather make your mistakes here early. I mean, you'd rather not make any mistakes, but making a mistake earlier is a little bit better because you have time. Get them back, and Jim Ott again off track. Pretty rough start here for Jim Ott. Been on and off the track, and looks like the battle's going to heat up here for third. It's James Allen and David Farmer. See David Farmer really trying to poke his nose in there, trying to see if he can make a move. And let's see if he can maybe make a move here in the downhill section of the course. It's really hard to pass right here, but you can see James Allen going to overdrive it. It's going to open up the door now for David Farmer. Other car off track, that's Tyler Johnson. Michael Cole also off track right behind him, and that's in that fast section. It's very hard to get slowed down in that corner sometimes. Like Ben Speed also may have had a incident here. We'll see. No, he just blinked out for 1 second. But Alex Penn right now, you can see, has already lengthened that gap out to over 2.5 seconds. The 4 out of 40 again, our stage break at lap 16. David Farmer still behind James Allen, not able to make any moves just yet, but he's trying. See, David Farmer really wants his position. He's been waiting patiently. Gonna overdrive the entry to that corner a little bit, though. Get a little bit hard to pass it here. You really got to set up the drivers correctly. Like, it's very hard to, get set perfectly here because it's so slow. You really have to wait for the driver in front of you to make a mistake, and you can see David Farmer now all over James Allen's going to look a little bit high here to maybe try to cut off the exit. Not going to be able to get the throttle down. James Allen does a great job keeping that position. And David Farmer still has his work cut out for him. As you can see, still trailing that 99 machine. And oh, James Allen goes wide. David Farmer moved up to P3 now. And again, remember, we have the competition car, or the stage break on lap 16. A bit further back here, James Ray, Chris Bourgeois, Adam Lancaster's moved up his way to 6th place. Our biggest mover right now is going to be Scott Fritz. It's actually going to be GT Hawkins. GT Hawkins up 7th positions, is now right behind Sean Kastritza in that 46 machine. Who's also up 2 positions. See, going in now to the hard braking zone. And get slowed down enough. Right ahead of them, Tony Iverson right now in 10th place, doing a very solid job. GT Hawkins right behind them, maybe trying to make a move there on Sean Kastritza. Not able to do it. Tyler Johnson may have had a quick off track, and yeah, you can see right here, look at this. He's actually going to wheel hop here under braking. Car gets loose, going to go into the grass, but nevertheless saves it. Still Alex Penn out front right now, 3.5 seconds. You can see Mike Kostek right behind them. And David Farmer's going to appear in the back right there. That is your gap between 1, 2, and 3. Like, Nick Hashia went off track for a second. Take a look here. Yeah, right there again. It's going down that downhill section of the track. Just gets on the throttle too much. Maybe a tiny bit of contact with the wall, but looks like he'll keep it pretty straight. You see Mike Kostek there in second. Lucas Lyons moved up to 7th now, and it looks like Chris Bourgeois looking to pass Justin Ray here soon, but right ahead of them, Adam Lancaster doing a good job. Daniel Cunningham's done a great job tonight. Up 3 positions up to that 5th place position. GT Hawkins now up 8 positions as he was able to get past him. And Nick Hashia hard into the outside wall. That's in turn 2. Like he had backed it into the barriers. Backs into the barriers there, but he's a fine, and Ben Speed goes off track. That's in that long backstretch section. Brian Terry right now scoring in the 23rd position. He's going into that long straightaway turn. Then Alex Penn right now, our leader, you see in turn 2. And goes never mind. There's Ben Speed still looks fine, but we might have had a pass. I thought did not. But oh man, right behind them, one car sideways. That was Lucas Lyons of the 25. He was facing that left side wall, and here comes Justin Ray. Justin Ray wants that 7th position. Is going to drive it in. Not going to be able to do anything with it. It's now Lucas Lyons. All these guys are now all connected together here. Like he won't be close enough though. Make a move going into the final corner. Or the long straightaway corner. But right behind them you see GT Hawkins all over Tony Iverson, maybe looking to make a move here. Ben Speed. Looks like he had an issue. Yeah, right here you can see. Gonna lose it here on that last corner. Or on the first corner, that is. And I believe that these are gonna be the leaders. No, that's Tyler Johnson, Nick Haisha. Not a lap down yet, which is pretty good. You still have 8 more laps left. One car off track. Tyler Johnson and Nick Haisha is gonna follow him. 2 cars in the grass. Tyler Johnson, Nick Haisha, Michael Cole's going to go by. Travis Twitty also maybe going to try to make a move here. Travis Twitty's going to go around Tyler Johnson. Now they're side by side. Battle for 19th position. Tyler Johnson's going to be able to maintain that position. Lucas Lyons still has the advantage. And GT Hawkins now underneath Tony Iverson. Tony Iverson wide. And GT Hawkins, that's a position for the 33 machine as he makes his way into the top 10. Hello, Charlene. Always good to see you. Don Kastritza right now in that 12th place position. Look at Jonah Colbert really trying to get underneath the 46. Not able to do it. Scott Fritz right behind him also maybe looking to make a move here. No! Look at Jonah Colbert. Sideways. Matt Grenier might have also been in the grass. Christophe Bourgeois still behind Justin Ray, still behind Lucas Lyons. Looks like Lucas Lyons is able to close in a little bit. Same thing with Justin Ray on Adam Lancaster in that 17 machine. About 4/10 quicker the last lap. Alex Penn with a pretty substantial lead now. As you see Michael Cole off track. Michael Cole, and oh, he's gonna gas it up. Close. That was close. Like he tried to get back on the track, but whenever you gas it, you can't really do much. Cole's gonna have to get it back, but you see how far Alex Penn is up ahead, and Alex Penn is going to be very close to the first car that will be going a lap down, which is Michael Cole, and you can see right ahead of them. Brian Terry, looks like he had went off track there for a second. Now passed by Ben Speed. Lap 9 right now, but you can see Alex Penn right there catching Michael Cole. Let's go on board here with Alex Penn, and let's ride with him. See exactly how quick he is in this car, and you can see it's not easy to drive. He's still very loose. More than likely shifting into second gear there. You'll hear him push up to third gear. And then let's see if he gets up. Doesn't quite get into fourth gear, but he'll go back down into second gear here. Even first. Down to first gear. Really hard to throttle up in first gear while turning. Tyler Johnson in the track, or off the track, that is. Back to Alex Penn. It's hard braking corner. You see, you have to brake very early. You can see the wheels very unsteady in his hand. Shows, you know, how hard it is to really drive it. Gonna get down into first gear here. Gonna shift up to second gear. Down to first. Let's see, back up to second gear here to run through the slow part of the track. Chris Bourgeois is gonna move up past Justin Ray for the 8th position. You can catch him, that's the lap car of Michael Cole. Well, he is on the lead lap of Michael Cole. Very respectfully. He's just gonna move out of the way. Back into this hard corner right here. This is one of the toughest corners on the track. Really prompts you to hit the throttle, but it can really step out on you right there. But then a hard turn to the left. Have to put just the right amount of throttle into it, and he does. So at 30 machine right now, out front by 7 seconds over Mike Kostek. Alex Penn putting on a clinic, and you can see more cars ahead of him. Be going a lap down here soon, but Justin Ray had lost 2 positions that last lap. Chris Bourgeois went by. GT Hawkins also went by. And Adam Lancaster coming in the pits this time by. Michael Cole looks like he spun into turn 2. So I'm not sure if these guys will be able to make it all the way to the stage, but it looks like more than likely everyone's going to have to come in and pit. And with the tire sets here at Mid-Ohio, you have 4 sets of tires. You can take a set now, be just fine. And Chris Bourgeois goes off track. Take a look here. What happened to Chris Bourgeois? He was running up in that 8th position, and maybe he's just going to go in a little bit too much. Going to try to turn in behind Lucas Lyons and just not able to do it. And Chris Bourgeois went from 8th to 14th. Few drivers coming in pit road this time. Nick Hacia, Brian Terry in. Yeah, Alex Penn still out on track. Ben Speed right ahead of him. Track temp up to 102 degrees, so track's pretty warm. Daniel Cunningham right now in that 5th position. Jimmy Allen, he's not too far behind David Farmer, 2 seconds back. GT Hawkins able to get around Lucas Lyons. GT Hawkins up to 6th. 1 car off track again. Michael Cole in turn 2. Exact same spot he went off track last time. Colbert in the pits this time by. Chris Bourgeois is going to be able to get around Matt Grenier, but 3 wide. It's Brian Terry, Matt Grenier, and Chris Bourgeois. That's close. You see Matt Grenier able to get right back behind them. Brian Terry lets him go. Adam Lancaster, our first car that pitted right now, showing 1 lap down. Allen's still doing a good job out there in 4th. Aisha's able to get around Michael Cole for 21st position. Right behind him, GT Hawkins. Make his way through. The car's going a lap down. Look at Lucas Lyons sideways. Right behind them. You go up to our track map, you can see Alex Penn right now in that 2nd corner. Mike Kostek going into the 2nd corner. It's about an 8-second difference right now between the 8 and the 30 machine. 1 car in between them, and that's Brian Terry off track. 1 car in between them, and that's Ben Speed. John Kostritza right now up to 11th place. A few cars again already came in and pitted. Adam Lancaster the highest out of those. Again, you know, they got to make it to lap 16, so we'll be watching Alex Penn to see if he comes in before. Remember, with 2 to go, pit lane closes. The second the leader hits lap 15, the rest of the field cannot pit. So, be able to see if they can make it all the way, because more than likely, I mean, the drivers would know if they can make it all the way on fuel right now. It looks like Ben Speed just came down pit road, so you know, they'd be pretty confident they cannot make it all the way to the stage break. And remember too, ooh, you see right behind him Travis Twitty off track. Remember that if you make it all the way on fuel, you'll be just fine, right? The only problem is that then you have to go another entire lap around the track, catch up to the pace car. So, it really be detrimental if there is a caution for you. GT Hawkins looks like he had went in the pits this time. You can see him take the hard left corner. Go in and pit. And a lot of drivers still out. Looks like Chris LeBourgeois is going to come in this time by. And there's one car. Sure if maybe Adam Lancaster went off track here. We'll take a look. And yeah, he did. He's going into the final corner here. And you see him just overdrives that corner. Emot's going to be able to get around him. You see right there, Adam Lancaster actually going to be still way ahead of GT Hawkins right there. You know, he pitted a little bit early, so that's what tires will do for you. Scott Fritz made his way around Tony Iverson for that 8th position. Adam Lancaster got right back around that 4 machine. Alex Penn hits lap 15, so pit lane should be closed now, I believe. But now you see Mike Kostek coming in this time by. So everyone else feeling like they can make it all the way. Now, I'm not really sure because pit lane should have closed, I believe, but nevertheless, it goes down to the admin. So Mike Kostek in pit lane. So this gives Alex Penn a pretty good lead right now over David Farmer, almost 20 seconds. Daniel Cunningham right now running 4th now with Mike Kostek pitting. Mike Kostek went in and pitted. Sean Kastritz is going in pits. See Mike Kostek now come out right around where Lucas Lyons was, so pretty far ahead was that 8 machine. Brian Terry's going to make the pass there for 22nd position over Michael Cole. Sean Kastritza getting service. And oh, James Allen goes off track. Guessing this was the final corner, or the long straightaway corner. Yeah, he just overdrove it. Ooh, no saving that car once it goes off. Tyler Johnson goes around, same corner as well. More than likely, we're going to see more of the same here. And, oh, he actually got loose here, getting off of that right there. So, by that 6 machine. See him, he's got it rolling now. Alex Penn right now out front. Go into turn 2. I believe this is the final lap in the stage. 25 laps to go. 30 machine's been very quick all night. 21-second lead over David Farmer. No one really in his realm. GT Hawkins going to get around Jason Harrison. Be one of the drivers that pitted, looking for track position. Alex Penn looking for a playoff point. So, just to be clear of how far Alex Penn is out in front of David Farmer. Alex Penn right now going into that slow downhill corner. David Farmer just got off the high-speed corner. So, pretty good distance between them. Adam Lancaster passed Jason Harrison there. It's for the 12th position. Alex Penn's going to make his way around the final corner. See him come in and pit here. So my guess is that we actually don't have a stage break itself, so, but I think he knows that he'll pretty easily be able to get in and out here. And remember, they have 4 sets of tires. They can go in and take some fresh Goodyears here. Alex Penn now on pit lane. Drivers going past, and David Farmer now is going to be in the lead. Daniel Cunningham's going to go in the pits this time by. You can see that Alex Penn just pitted, and he is not too far behind David Farmer, but Jimmy Allen's going to come in. Daniel Cunningham in this time. Lucas Lyons, Justin Ray, Tony Iverson. A lot of drivers coming down pit lane, but David Farmer right now our current leader for the meantime. Ooh. Scott Fritz is around. This is out of pit road. Or maybe that he had some help here. Oh, he's wheel hopping. Just overdrove the corner a little bit too much, and then you can see all the cars have to take evasive action, and everyone gets around just fine. Like maybe Jimmy Allen had an issue. It's like he went off track in turn 2. James Allen has had a pretty good day so far, but first mistake we've really seen out of that 99 machine, and that allowed Adam Lancaster to move up into that 6th position. Good job, and David Farmer in this time. Alex Penn back to the lead. Mike Kostek right now, not too far behind, but 10 seconds back of Alex Penn right now. At this point, Alex Penn right now can really just kind of keep going on with his thing, but GT Hawkins gets around Matt Grenier for that 5th place position. Out of this, it looks like GT Hawkins is actually going to cycle out 4th. Michael Cole going off track. This is in the slow downhill corner. Chris Bourgeois gonna get around here as well, and like you see Matt Grenier going to the pits. Scott Fritz coming in this time by. Chris Bourgeois in that 83 machine. At 9 seconds back from Alex Penn to Mike Kostek right now. Alex Penn, you can see up on the track map up at the top right. Alex Penn is at 30 car, kind of going down that right side. 8 is now taking that hard kind of right-hand corner downhill. That's the gap between 1 and 2. Chris Bourgeois is going to be able to get around Lucas Lyons. Pass for P8, and Chris Bourgeois a little bit off track there. Lyons gets right back around. Like he really tried to drive it in hard. So yeah, Alex Penn was our stage winner. Looked like. Looks like that they follow NASCAR rules. So in NASCAR now, the stage breaks are there's not really a break. It's just more of just the stage now. Lancaster, you can see Allen and James Allen just gonna get wide, and once you go in that grass, it's like ice. Like you can't really turn left out of it. You kinda just gotta slide out of it. So Allen Lancaster's gonna go back to 6th. GT Hawkins though right now, our biggest mover. See right here, GT Hawkins up 15 positions tonight. Doing a great job. Riding right now in 4th, about 35 seconds behind our leader, Alex Penn. And Alex Penn has opened his gap up to 11 seconds. So 11 seconds now on Mike Kostek, and Alex Penn right now just has this thing dialed in, and you don't even see Mike Kostek going through that big hairpin anymore. So Chris Bourgeois Luca and Justin Ray were side by side, but Crystal Bourgeois ends up getting around them. Got one car into the pits. Travis Twitty. Michael Cole off track again in turn 2. Has struggled there tonight so far for that 67 machine. He's been off track several times in that corner. No time a lap down. Daniel Cunningham's going to be able to get around Adam Lancaster. Adam Lancaster on a little bit older tires. He was one of the first cars to come in and pit. See Lucas Lyons right behind Adam Lancaster. Crystal Bourgeois right behind him. See Lucas Lyons here. He's going to maybe try to get a run here on that 17 machine. Not going to be there, though. Just yet. The battle for 7th. Lucas Lyons now looking underneath that 17 machine. They're going to go side by side down the back straightaway. Technically the third corner right here. See them go in turn 3. Now going to go into the hard braking corner of turn 4. Lucas Lyons showing that he wants it, but this is where you've seen a lot of drivers have trouble. Lucas Lyons makes the pass very nicely. So Bourgeois is going to try to look to get past the 17 next. Yeah, that 83 machine all over him as they go into the downhill section here. Remember, not a lot of speed carried through here. You got to be nice and easy on the throttle off this corner. Like they'll be able to do so. Adam Lancaster runs a little bit wide there, so this might open the door for Crystal Bourgeois. See Bourgeois gonna maybe try to make a peek here in turn 1, but a little bit too far back to make a move just yet. Justin Ray right behind them as well. There for a mistake if Adam Lancaster or Bourgeois make one. So let's run through our field. Right now, Alex Penn, our leader. See him way out front right now. 15 seconds back to Mike Kostek right now. Mike Kostek, that second place driver. David Farmer right now running about 30 seconds back in third. GT Hawkins in fourth. GT Hawkins has been putting down some very fast lap times. Really quickly. It looked like Matt Grenier might have went off track in the fast corner, and he will. Drives it into the grass, but will make his way back on. GT Hawkins in that 4th position. James Allen right now in that 5th position. Crystal Bourgeois is going into the pits this time. James Allen, that is 5th. Daniel Cunningham in that 6th position. You see Lucas Lyons in 7th right behind. Adam Lancaster 8th right now. Justin Ray 9th. Colbert right now 10th place. Sean Kastritza 11th. Crystal Bourgeois 12th, but in the pits, so Tony Iverson will take over that position. Akron Air 13th. Jim Ott in 14th. 16th. Jason Harrison, Nick Haysha, Tyler Johnson, Travis Twitty in that 20th position. The 21st, Brian Terry, 22nd right now. Michael Coles, 23rd. So Crystal Bourgeois right now, he just pitted, and you can see him right in front of Alex Penn right now in that 83 machine. He's got a lot of work to do if he wants to not go one lap down. Alex Penn now has a 16-second gap. Oh, and there goes Jason Harrison. Not sure what happened. He just caught my eye. It's like he's going to get in the grass here, and this car is just going to come right in front of Chris LeBourgeois. But he does a great job there. He gasses it, keep it out of everyone's way, and Brian Terry's also around here. This is in the downhill section. Michael Cole also off track, hard to the wall. Same thing with Tony Iverson right behind him. And Tony Iverson was in that 14th position. He had just pitted. That was right in front of our leaders, and Tony Iverson now coming into the pits. I'm not sure, but Michael Cole had hit the wall in front of him. Michael Cole, and just see Michael Cole overdrive it. Tony Iverson does the same thing. Iverson in the pits, though. Alex Penn still putting on a show for the field as he's now looking to pass the 14th and 13th positions right now. It's Scott Fritz and Chris LeBourgeois right in front of him. $17 laps to go right now for Alex Penn in that 30 machine. Lancaster right behind Alex Penn as well right now, 1 lap down. Mike Kostek almost 17 seconds back from the leader. T. Hawkins. And looking at the previous lap times right now, Alex Penn is running 129.5s. Closest person to him is GT Hawkins in 4th place. He's running 130.2s. It's almost 7/10 quicker. Maybe Tyler Johnson. You can see smoke. He had a moment. Looked like he had went off track. A battle right there. That's Adam Lancaster. He dives it below Chris LeBourgeois and Scott Fritz, and Adam Lancaster sideways, but he saves it. This is all battling for position right here. See Chris LeBourgeois maybe gonna try to make a move here underneath Adam Lancaster, not able to do it. Chris LeBourgeois also able to get around Scott Fritz, but Adam Lancaster just got around both of them. Hawkins right there. And now running 3rd or 4th place, that is. It's got Fritz right now. Car off track. That's Michael Cole. Cole's had a rough night so far. Tyler Johnson also off track. In speed was actually able to get around Travis Twitty for that 20th position. And the lap times Alex Penn right now is putting down is insane. Last time by a 129.3. Watch. Ooh, we got one car off track. I think that might have been Lancaster. Was Adam Lancaster. Take a look. Looks like maybe overshoots turn 1 here. And yeah, he does. That car is just going to come right around. He is fishtailing trying to save that. And that's not easy there. Once you catch the grass, again, you just slide in it. And honestly does a very good job of keeping that car out of more trouble. But lost another position to Chris LeBourgeois out of that. But yeah, looking at our last lap times, I mean, GT Hawkins right now 130.1, and then there's Alex Penn running a 129.3. Alex Penn right now just very, very fast. James Allen came in and pitted this time by. That 99 machine is in for service. here pretty sideways, and Crystal Bourgeois was squealing the tires going by. Their car off track. It's Michael Cole again, and able to keep it straight somewhat this time by. Speed's going to be in the pits as well with James Allen. James Allen now offers one car in the grass. Maybe Jonah Colbert. Just very briefly, and yeah, right there, you're going to see him overshoot the second to last corner. Turn 11. A little bit tight, but able to keep it going straight. Really didn't lose any time out of it. Jim Ott right now in the 8th position. Remember, he had a rough start to the night. Now he is the next car that will be going one lap down to Alex Penn right now. And Alex Penn still has to pit probably another time as G.T. Hawkins also in. And oh, Michael Cole. Like he might have looped it here. And yeah, he's going to hit the wall pretty hard. Oh, big hit for that 67. But it keeps it going. G.T. Hawkins and David Farmer in this time by 14 laps to go. Car off track. That's Ben Speed. That's in the fast corner. See him. You just want to get out of the sand, and he does. Very slick through this grass. Good thing, though, that there are no more cars coming, so he has time here to get that car back onto the track, and he will. David Farmer, and there's GT Hawkins right behind him. So GT Hawkins is actually not that far behind David Farmer. They're only separated by probably about a second. So you see Justin Ray right ahead of them, who's for position. We had one car might have crashed, and I think it was Tyler Johnson. I thought I saw there. That was. Looks like he just got a little bit loose there. Michael Cole also may have had a moment here in the high-speed corner. He does as well. Crystal Bourgeois went in and pitted from that 15th position. You see Mike Kostek now in. We'll probably be expecting Alex Penn to come in anytime here. But again, really no rush. I mean, he has a full second lead right now over Daniel Cunningham, that is. Daniel Cunningham with a great run tonight in that 08 machine. The Alex Penn was able to get around Jim Ott and Lucas Lyons right behind him. So Alex Penn with a 50-second lead now over Mike Kostek. Just needs one more pit stop, flawless pit stop that is. And if he can keep that 30 on track like he has all night, should have no problem getting around here. Right ahead of the leader, Brian Terry off track. Brian Terry pulling the lawnmower out for this corner. He's just going to go all the way in the grass. Right there you see our leader, Alex Penn, coming in this time by. Daniel Cunningham coming out of the pit. Watch that 30 machine. It looked like a very good pit entry, and compared to like other tracks, I mean, Mid-Ohio definitely has a very different entry because you kind of come off like in the middle of a corner in the pit lane. So there definitely are room. There's definitely a lot of room for mistakes, but Alex Penn is able to get out of pits, and Mike Kostek is now come out of the final corner. So he has a 40. It shows a 48-second gap, but I don't think that is quite right. But we'll figure it out here in a second. But Lucas Lyons and Jim Ott are battling. This is for the 6th position. I think Jim Ott still has another pit stop, but right behind them is Daniel Cunningham. They're still side by side. Lucas Lyons still wants his position over Jim Ott. Jim Ott sideways. Now there goes Daniel Cunningham. Daniel Cunningham makes his way into that 7th position. Adam Lancaster, Jonah Colbert battling for the 10th place position, or the 11th place position. Right behind them, Sean Kostritza. Sean Kostritza's had a good night tonight. Right now shown in the 13th position, but 0x, I believe, right now for that 46 machine, which is sometimes really all you can ever ask for. Very smooth run for the 46 of Sean Kostritza tonight. The Iverson right now shown in the 16th position. I will say this about Tony Iverson, is that you look at a lot of drivers who have joined the Bluegrass Iracing League, and a lot of people definitely, get better over time. As you see Tyler Johnson so close to that wall, you have to slow down before you. But go back to Tony Iverson. Tony Iverson, compared to last season, has gotten so very good at doing a lot of things in the car compared to last season. He's been able to increase his racecraft and his racing abilities. He's done a great job, and he showed it. He's been running top 10 consistently this year. So, good job by that 24 machine, even though he's running 16th tonight. Crystal Bourgeois was able to get around Jason Ayrson. That was the battle for 14th. And another thing really quickly is that GT Hawkins just passed David Farmer. So, GT Hawkins now up in that third position, and you look at the interval. And speaking of Tony Iverson, I think he just went off track for a second. GT Hawkins is down to 41 seconds, so definitely had a little bit of tire advantage by pitting a little bit earlier. But he's been the only driver that's been able to really stay within Alex Pinn's last lap time. So, car stuck in the sand, and that's Michael Cole. That is out of turn 2. Pretty odd area to be. Might have gotten loose off the corner rather than through center. Yeah, he did right there. Gonna lose it, go right around, and this is gonna be a night to forget for that 67 machine. He's had a pretty difficult night. See Alex Pinn, though, 23-second lead right now. Ran the fastest lap of the race last time by with a 127.3. GT Hawkins ran a 128.5, 128.4 last lap. So Justin Ray and Jonah Colbert were battling for the 10th position. Colbert able to get by Justin Ray, but Justin Ray not giving up just yet. Side by side. Down turn 9, turn 10. Super close. Here we go, turn 11. See Jonah Colbert's going to overdrive it. Justin Ray on the outside into turn 12. Down to turn 13. One car off track. That's Brian Terry in the downhill section. Put that car more in reverse. See, really stuck in that grass. Just not really able to go anywhere. Cunningham was able to get around Lucas Lyons. So Daniel Cunningham back up to 6th position. Ryan Terry finally able to really get his car out of the grass. Seems slow, just trying to find a place to go back on track, and he'll be able to do so safely. GT Hawkins right there, and there's David Farmer. GT Hawkins, our biggest mover tonight, up 16 positions to 3rd place. Alex Pinn, though, 9 to go. A 23-second lead right now for this 30 machine. He's just been so very quick tonight. Very slightly went off track there, but Alex Penn right now is just super quick. Oh, big hit for Tyler Johnson in that sixth machine. That is off of turn 1. Like he just got a little bit loose there. But he just drives the car so smooth. I'm getting a little bit loose, but that's the reason why he has a lead. He's just able to stay on throttle a little bit more than everyone else tonight. I cannot explain to y'all how hard it is to drive at road courses and stock cars. Especially these Xfinity cars, there's no grip. So really, the driver makes grip, and really just trying to learn, how to control it, where you can get on the throttle, how you can get on the throttle. It all dictates how you're going to be running. And Alex Penn is a very good road course racer, and he showed it tonight. Mike Kostek, GT Hawkins, David Farmer, they are all very good road course racers. And you can see Alex Penn, 40 seconds ahead of GT and David. See Alex Penn too catching a few drivers. Tyler Johnson off track here. This is just in that first part of that downhill section in turn 9. I think he'll get it back going though, but the Alex Penn able to get around Justin Ray. Justin Ray's in that 10th position, so he's having a very solid night. Alex Penn's just very quick. You see Jonah Colbert, Adam Lancaster. See what Alex Penn does here to get around these guys, and I think we get like on view here. You can see how he gets around these guys, and you can see him. He's gonna try to get on the apron here. He's gonna really get on the throttle, able to cross him. You can see just how he's able to control that car just a lot better than Jonah Colbert at the moment. The perfect amount of brake, perfect amount of throttle. You gotta master it. You got one car off track, and that's Travis Twitty. Travis Twitty, that is on the second to last corner. But Alex Penn just really able to get around the corners very well. And Justin Ray's gonna pass Jonah Colbert maybe for that 9th position. Adam Lancaster in that 8th position right now, right here ahead of Alex Penn. See, Alex Penn really wants this position. He'll get it. And you see there's just almost no wiggle. He's able to get it up top, open up that entry to the corner. You see he's just able to get left side. That's exactly what you want to do with these road courses, especially with these cars. You want to maximize your entry on those hard turning corners. And look, watch how wide he gets. Over to the apron, and he's able to get right close to the apron. Keep it close, but not, extremely close to the grass, that is. Now watch him through here. He's going to tap the curb, maybe get on this curb a tiny bit, but he uses the track length exactly how you're supposed to use it. Not supposed to be all the way on it, but he just, puts his left sides and right sides on it. Same thing here. Look at this. Perfect. Right on the track, exactly where you want to exit it. It's like Crystal Bourgeois and Sean Kastritza battling for the 11th position. Sean Kastritza gonna get that 11th position in that 46 machine with 5 laps to go. The Alex Penn, still our leader, has moved the gap up to 28 seconds over Mike Kostek. And GT Hawkins right now running third, 45 seconds back. Scott Fritz is going to be able to get around Matt Grenier. And here's Mike Kostek, that second place car, but Scott Fritz going to move up to that 14th position. There you see Kostek able to get around them. 28 seconds back is Mike Kostek. Hope everyone's enjoyed the broadcast tonight. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button for us, whether you're on Facebook or on YouTube. Daniel and Bobby, always good to see y'all. track is, even though there's not much dirt on it, some drivers have been in the dirt just like it was Bristol dirt last night tonight. So, had some action here in Mid-Ohio, but 4 laps to go. Ooh, and James Allen is off track, and this is in turn 2. Overdrove the corner a little bit right now in that 5th position. James has been very quick tonight, but really in no danger. Daniel Cunningham's the next driver, but now Daniel Cunningham's only about 7 seconds now behind James. See if he's able to make his way back up there. See GT right now in that 3rd position. He's definitely extended that gap over David Farmer. Was falling back to the 14th or the 4th position. And James Allen pretty far back of David Farmer. There's a 26-second gap between 4th and 5th right now. Lucas Lyons has recovered very well. Adam Lancaster, our first car, 1 lap down. Alex Penn, though, right behind Lucas Lyons. Last lap, Alex Penn ran a 129.1 compared to Mike Kostek's 130.1, so a whole second quicker was that 30 machine last lap, and he backed it up this time with a 129.1, so that 30 machine right now is flying with 3 to go. Oh, we got 1 car. Tyler Johnson goes around. Maybe also an issue with Jonah Colbert. Thought I saw Jonah Colbert, but oh yeah, right there. So you see, boom, Tyler Johnson hard into that outside wall for the 6 machine. Another driver who's not had the best of nights. He struggled a little bit. Nevertheless, in that P21 position, and you know, even though you may not be the fastest car tonight, might have been in the sand, it's definitely a lot of learning experience for these drivers if you're not used to racing on road courses. Oh, it was Justin Ray. Like he went around on the long straightaway corner, braking. Oh, Chris Bourgeois right around behind him. Just did the exact same thing that Justin Ray did. This is going to open the door for Jim Ott, Scott Fritz, Matt Grenier. They're all able to get around Chris Bourgeois for 12th, 13th, and 14th. So that's going to move Chris Bourgeois back to that 15th position. Here you see Mike Kostek 31 seconds back of Alex Penn. Alex Penn is going to take the 2 to go this time by. A lot of drivers probably just want that 30 machine to cross the start-finish line sooner than later. As you see him get around Daniel Cunningham, so now only our top 5 on the lead lap. And James Allen is not too far ahead of Alex Penn, so we'll see if Alex Penn can get up to James. Lap everyone but the top 4. Alex Penn taking these few corners for the last few times. Travis Twitty going around the track. See Jason Harrison, Tony Iverson battling for the 16th position. John Kostritza up to P10 or up to P11 right now. Doing a great job. He was actually able to pull away from Jim Ott. John Kostritza very close to a top 10 tonight. Justin Ray not extremely far ahead of him. John Kostritza's got about 4 seconds, but gonna be a little bit to go. But Alex Penn this time by is gonna take the white flag here in Mid-Ohio. 13 more corners. 30 machine could take his time as he's got 32 seconds back to Mike Kostek. See really how fast they go into these corners. Because I love having the dashboard over there on the left side. Because you can really see how fast drivers are. You can see the speed differences. It was 150 miles an hour. All the way down to 65. So you definitely have to lose a lot of speed, but Alex Penn gonna take these last few corners here for the last time in turn 8. Turn 6. Turn 7 this time. See him go downhill turn 9. Through the dog leg of turn 10 to take the hard left turn on turn 11. And one more time through 12 and 13, and Alex Penn can take his time going through these corners. But Alex Penn in that 30 machine tonight has been the dominant car, and by 33 seconds, Alex Penn will win at Mid-Ohio. That 30 machine, he was quick tonight. Mike Kostek will be the next car to finish. He's got a 17-second advantage over GT Hawkins. Mike Kostek with a very solid drive in that 8 machine. Started second. And around the 5 corner for the last time, Mike Kostek finished. Tony Iverson goes off track. No, him and Jason Harrison were battling really quickly. Let's see. Maybe he had some help. It looked like Tony Iverson just went around by himself, but GT Hawkins gonna come around. Jonah Colbert off track, but GT Hawkins is gonna take that 3rd place position. Here comes David Farmer for 4th. Then James Allen is our last driver on the lead lap. James is going to be our last driver to take the checker tonight as he goes into turn 12 and 13. And James Allen is going to end off our night here in the Bluegrass Iracing Xfinity Series, finishing 5th. Here's our winner, Alex Penn. Probably see him do some burnouts here, and he will. And this is going to be Alex Penn's 2nd win of the season. He won the season opener at Auto Club, and now he's won here in Mid-Ohio. Alex Penn will blow the car up. But what we're going to do is that we're going to take 1 second, and we're going to go catch up with a few of our drivers who finished on our top 3. So we'll be right back here in 1 second. So our top 3 finishers, GT Hawkins, Mike Kostek, and Alex Penn. I believe we've caught up here with our 3rd place finisher tonight at GT Hawkins. Hey GT, you got a copy?
Yeah, gotcha.
Well, had a pretty solid race tonight. Moved up 16 positions to 3rd. I know you've got a lot of practicing to do for Mid-Ohio next week in the Cup Series, and pretty solid finish here tonight at Mid-Ohio, after starting in the back, driving through the field and finishing third. So, I mean, tell us about your race.
Yeah, I've never ran Mid Ohio in a league race. This is my home track. I'm like 40 minutes from here, so it's cool to finally get to race here in a league setting. But yeah, I mean, I was just subbing in the night and missed racing the Xfinity cars. So when I heard there was an opening, I jumped all over it and had a blast racing with everybody tonight. And good win to Alex. That is unreal. That's unbelievable what he just did.
Yeah, and he was out front by almost 30 seconds. I believe it was 33 seconds there at the end, and you were about 17 seconds back of Mike. So, tomorrow night you get to go to the Bristol Dirt Race. So I know it's going to be a pretty vast change, but then you get to go to the Chicago Street Course in the Cup Series. So at least you got a little bit of road course practice. But nevertheless, if you want to go ahead and thank sponsors, friends, family, teammates, it's all yours.
Yeah, thanks to Glory Pole, my teammates Cornerstone, Jason, Cody, everybody at Bluegrass for putting this on. Appreciate you. Appreciate you for broadcasting, Mikey, and all my friends, family out there watching. Thanks.
All right, thank you, GT, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
See ya.
There's GT Hawkins, our third place finisher, Cup Series regular. Said he wanted to come down and race at his home track, and he did a pretty good job tonight, finishing top 3. We'll grab our second place finisher tonight. Hey, Mike, got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, rounded out tonight in that second place position. Looked very fast. Looked like Alex was just really fast tonight. So, tell us about your race there, Mike.
Yeah, I mean, I was just trying to kind of keep the rear tires underneath me and keep it pretty smooth through the corners. I started pushing a little bit early when I seen Alex pulling away, but after about 5 laps, I knew I wasn't going to catch him on speed, so I just kind of backed it off and tried to run clean. And was going to try the undercut on him, but he was so far ahead that didn't even work. So it's just kind of racing for second there after about 10 laps.
Yeah, and coming here to Mid Ohio in the Xfinity cars, it looked like wasn't a ton of grip, especially with the track temp was pushing over 100 degrees. So were the cars kind of a little bit harder to control tonight?
Yeah, I mean, you definitely needed some throttle control on exit. They weren't super bad, but they were definitely challenging to run. So just trying to keep it from spinning on exit.
Gotcha. So well, congratulations on your second place finish tonight. Another podium for that 8 machine. So if you want to go ahead and thank your friends, family, sponsors, teammates, the floor is yours.
Yeah, thank you for doing the broadcast. Jason for all the work he does for the league. My teammates at JC Motorsports, Jonah, Daniel, Lucas, and everybody else for just running and having fun.
All right. Well, congratulations, and we'll see you for our next race.
All right, man. Thanks.
Was our second place finisher tonight, Mike Kostek. We'll go ahead and grab our winner tonight. Hey, Alex Penn, you got a copy?
Gotcha.
Well, you made this race look pretty routine. Put 34 seconds between you and Mike for second place. So, tell us how you did it.
Biggest thing was really just focusing on saving the rear tires because it just made everything so much easier throughout the run. Earlier in the week on the podcast, I think it was Lucas Lyons had picked Michael Kostick to win the race, and that was because he's a pretty solid road course racer, I will say, and that just got in the back of my head, so I just did a ton of practice last night and earlier in the week just to make sure I could get the win tonight.
Yeah, and I'm going to be honest, I didn't notice you were saving because it looked like you were just giving it everything you had every single lap. You had the fastest lap of the race with a 127.3, which was 7/10 quicker than anyone else on track. So, nevertheless, that 30 machine was pretty fast. And you also picked up some more playoff points tonight with winning this race. So, what are you, hope for in this future? Is you got Chicago Street Course, next week. You go to Richmond, Iowa. So, what do you have looking forward after this?
I'll definitely be putting in a lot of practice for Chicago this week. because while we wait for Finley Fitzsimmons to come back from his vacation, I know he's gonna basically kick my butt at Sonoma because he's significantly faster than I am on road courses. And so we're just gonna look to try and get as many playoff points as possible before he comes back, and hopefully we can make a deep run in the playoffs this season.
All right. Well, you got your second win of the season tonight. I believe the second driver to grab 2 wins this season besides Jim Ott. So, if you would like, go and thank family, friends, teammates, sponsors. Anyone else?
Yeah, definitely the guys over at Cornerstone and GT for subbing in for Finley tonight because he wasn't able to make it. Justin Ray, he made some crazy improvements last night when we were practicing together. David Farmer had a really solid finish tonight. James Silvers for putting the team together for all of us, and you guys you in the broadcast booth, Jason for putting the league on, and then in terms of sponsors, Aerial Professionals of Western North Carolina, the Function Junction Smoke Shop, GG's of Waynesville, North Carolina, who were on the car supporting me tonight, Mountain View Detailing, and Waynesville Tires as well.
All right. Well, congratulations to Alex on your second win of the season, and we'll see you next week, buddy.
Thank you.
All right. So that concludes our race tonight here at Mid-Ohio, as we had a very fun race, and we saw how fast Alex was tonight. He was able to get the job done for his second win of the season. So really quickly, we'll go and look through. Our race results are not popping up, but we'll go and say them. Alex Penn finished first tonight. Mike Kostek second. GT Hawkins third. David Farmer fourth. James Allen fifth. Daniel Cunningham would be sixth tonight. Lucas Lyons seventh. Adam Lancaster eighth. Jonah Colbert ninth. Justin Ray rounded out our top 10 tonight. Sean Kostritz 11th. J Mott 12th. Scott Fritz 13th. Matt Grenier 14th. Crystal Bourgeois is going to be 15th tonight. Jason Harrison 16th. Tony Iverson 17th. Nick Haysha 18th. Ben Speed 19th. Travis Twitty 20th. Tyler Jones 21st, Brian Terry 22nd, and Michael Cole rounded out our field tonight 23rd. So thanks everyone for coming out here tonight and watching the stream for another very fun race in the Bluegrass Iracing Xfinity series. Make sure y'all do not miss any of the action. We'll be right back here tomorrow night with Steve McMillan for the Cup Series race. We'll be back at Bristol, though, in Tennessee on dirt. Make sure you do not miss that race. Other than that, have a great night, and I will see y'all next Monday. But the Bluegrass Iracing series again will be back here tomorrow night.